I wanted to take a little breather from all of this convention footage, as right now I had done over 2 hours worth of Bay Area 2025 footage. And I wanted to go back in time through a convention tier list, kind of like what iDubbbz does, but I'm not stupid. And just go back in time to either the best or the worst experiences that we've ever had. Now, keep in mind, I joined in this fan base in 2017, the same year that the Lionsgate production was released. So I never really got the chance to experience anything that was before 2017. And my first event was on the East Coast. So we're going to look back at some of the memorable experiences from the East Coast in Baltimore to the Pacific Northwest in Seattle to even the West Coast in San Francisco. We got a lot that I would like to look back to, and I thought I would take a little breather by doing this before finishing up at least day 2 or day 3. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, so I will start with why I first joined and everything else before giving explanations on why each event is listed as it is as of right now. So I joined the fan base in 2017 thanks to the Lionsgate production.
Just in case if you guys think I'm lying. Just in case if you guys think I'm lying. Here's the main headline act.
I'm the last princess. You're also the only one who doesn't trust her friends. Well, maybe I would have been better off without friends like you.
In which I met the director of the movie in Baltimore in 2019. A year after I was working at a Regal Cinemas location, the entire corporation got bought out. And the CEOs, I kid you not, are fucking disrespectful pieces of shit. During the time in 2018, I had dealt with some new CEOs that were threatening general managers with newborn kids to quit their jobs, telling people with disabilities to fuck off. It was awful. Which also started the arc of the whole notorious Postmates and Uber Eats situation that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with. And the only reason that I was doing that was because I was putting in applications everywhere after these piece of shit people from Regal Cinemas basically left me without a job. And I was putting in applications everywhere. I was going to like Goodwill and like I think it was Dollar Tree, Walmart, Blake's. I even tried Lowe's at one point. I even tried to get my old job back just to find out that these racist motherfuckers had put me on a block list. And yeah, so that's what started all that. However, in 2021, thanks to a gift from God of a general manager that actually cares about his employees, we were able to find a new place to start up. Now, what does that have to deal with this event? In 2019 happened after the whole situation with Regal Cinemas, with them basically treating us like shit. And right after I had gotten demoted from a place that I used to work at was our first event that I was fortunate enough to make to for my parents, in which I had to pay them back for how long it took to get to Baltimore, like the hotel, the flight, even the badge and everything, in which I did pay them back 100%. The reason that it's in D tier right now is because there really wasn't much to work with during that time. This was the first ever time I joined the fan base, and this is all new to me. And the only thing that I remember is landing up in Baltimore somewhere and seeing all these people having a good time and a lot of tears and laughter and just, you know, a lot of love and friendship and everything. And there was a lot of emotion that happened at that event. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you what happened in Baltimore of 2019 to start us off on our expedition.
just sick, dude. That's awesome. And then there's Andrea's, Jason's, and I'm going back this afternoon to grab some more autographs. We're walking down. See, this is basically everyday Baltimore traffic. Honking horns, ambulance sirens. Exactly my point. Talk about some pony shit. Me, I'm trying a hard-ass pony special over here. Nothing like getting fucked the fuck up with your fucking fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Anyways, our next one that I wanted to talk about, I really did not want to discuss about this, let alone bring it up, because I wanted to act like that fucking shit never happened. There's another one that's right below this, and that was the first time we were there 3 years ago. Now, I wanted to bring up something on another note. What happened 3 years ago just wasn't because of what happened at the event. This was also still going in the transition of the whole things that were happening with Regal Cinemas and the whole things with Postmates and Uber Eats and that car that was going through parts every week. My Nana passed away 2 years prior to the event. And then a few months after my Nana passed away, my uncle took his own life. And at that point, I wanted to get the fuck out of this state. No matter where I wanted to go, I just wanted to get the fuck out. And there was an event in California that I went to, which is ironically the one that I've been supportive of to this day, which was also my first time there. And there was some things that happened that year that was the worst experiences that I've ever went through. However, they were adamant about taking phone calls and apologies and making us feel better than we did 3 years ago. So, not all 3 years that we've been there are in the very bottom of the list. Hell no. When we came back in 2024, things got fucking better. And I mean fucking better. I will admit I was in the wrong 3 years ago. I wasn't thinking. There was some things that I was in the wrong about. Like I was a dipshit. I was a fucking idiot. And not only did everything that happened in this state bring me down, but everything that also happened that year had also happened. Oh my God. With extreme regret, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you what happened at Bay Area 2022.
We finally landed in the Bay Area after 2 hours of holding my piss. Thank God. At this week at the Regency. And yet people say it's for little girls, man. Look at this shit. All these grown-ass men coming in here and buying things. Like, look at this, man. They even got pillow covers, man. Look at that. I don't do this, but this is what I have been thinking lately of California. So much misleading, so much of the staff jumping my fucking case. Fucking COVID-19 restrictions, you fucking name it, dude. I'm gonna try to vlog this carefully because I already have the staff jumping on my ass and shit, but look, even in the fucking MLP community, they even have games and shit. And I'm trying to vlog this carefully because I'm getting really fucking tired of these staff members jumping me, especially when I'm disabled. Literally getting so bad to the point that I'm about ready to change my flight information to tomorrow and fucking leave.
Keeping that one short and sweet because I don't ever want to think about that year again. I said a bunch of disgusting bullshit that I fucking hate myself for saying. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate every ounce of garbage that ever flew out of my mouth that year. Which brings to our next event. That doesn't involve a bunch of garbage flying. The first part of the S tier, Everfree Northwest 2023. When I was off and away from Bay Area in 2023 for Nostalgia Edition because of everything that I was dealing with. And I'm not going to say it was the event's fault, but we're also going to say that we also had to take in the fact that the whole unemployment thing, the police officers getting on my case, the Postmates and Uber Eats thing, the car that was going through parts every week, my Nana passing away, my uncle taking his own life. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. When we flew off to Seattle in 2023, this is the first time that this event had literally held a listing in the S tier, soon to be joined with the event in California this year. We had such a freaking unforgettable, crazy ass time when we were in Bellevue during the summer. Some of the most unforgettable, craziest experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the first of our S tier list, Everfree Northwest 2023.
Well, it was fun hanging with you people. You guys showed me a good time. And unfortunately, I have some promises to keep in California. So, until we meet again, my friend.
Day 0 of Everfree Northwest in Washington for 2023. And I gotta show you guys some stuff. This is a high tier badge made out of freaking metal, dude. It's so freaking shiny. We hustled our asses off at our full-time job just for this. And it's honestly the most amazing thing that I've ever seen out of all the conventions that I've been to. Hopefully things go well this year. We had some bad luck last year. Look at that, we're even in the con book. This is why I like getting up early in the morning. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. There's like minimal foot traffic, and I'm shooting some B-roll. Look at this. They already have the lines set up for the voice actors of the Netflix series. This is like the line we would be standing in first, like right here. This is the line for the little glitter unicorn.
What are we looking at?
And then it's gonna be that line. And then we'll probably have to replenish. And then it's gonna be her line. And then it's gonna be her line. I don't think I'm ever gonna look at California the same after today. I was actually sitting at the same table with these people. This was exactly one of the things on my bucket list, was to actually sit down at a table and finally have, like, you know, some cup of coffee or some food, you know, with just any celebrities.
Flaming Dash, Genesis Raptus, Heart Mender, Herbie Hops.
Yes, thank you!
Yeah. Jet Setter, Lady Logic.
Oh, such a mountain full of memories. Anyways, the next one was when we came back to California for the first time in 2 years. And little did we know that it was their 10th anniversary that same year we came back. The reason it's in the A category and not in the S category is because there was some things that I was hoping on that actually never happened. You know, some people that I was hoping on that would show up. But, you know, things happen that we can't control. And we did have a good time. It was way better than what happened 3 years ago with, you know, all that atrocity and all that stupid bullshit that I wish I'd never fucking said. And it was a good time. So, without further ado, I present to you what happened in California in 2024.
Look at this, dude. Holy shit. Look at this. It's so freaking, oh my god. I fucking love it. Yeah, literally, look. We pulled a lot of fucking strings to get back here. Another gold boy. We found Lulu, man. We found him. So I think one of the most interesting things about this event was some guy came up to me in the vendor section and he had asked, I can't speak. He had asked for my autograph. And which was a shocker to me because rarely anybody asked me for autographs. So I know it was like a weird like response, like, yes, I'm him or something like that. I don't remember what I said, but rarely anybody asks me for autographs or to autograph anything. It's like really weird. Like, I go to an event to have fun, and then people start asking me for autographs, which I don't mind doing, by the way. But it's just highly unusual because I rarely do them.
Don't want us to really hit you? Okay. He asked. He asked, but we are not shooting a t-shirt cannon at someone.
Oh, damn!
Yes, I am here. But like, following hard and kind of not recommended. Oh, sorry, kid. Well, very raging.
This was the idea for a photo. We just put this thing staring at this. Don't ask me why. It's almost 12 o'clock in the morning. And I've already down probably like 3 alcoholic drinks. Don't ask me why. I'm just stupid. I don't know why. Oh, it's just too funny.
And the last one that I have yet to add to the list, which the files are currently in production right now, is the final year in which I haven't been able to stop crying ever since I got off the plane for early registration that same Thursday. Thursday through Saturday, I was in complete emotions the entire 3 to 4 days I was there. I cried in front of the sponsor lead. I cried in front of the founders. I cried in front of Tabitha. I cried in front of the vice chair. It was one of the most emotional, degrading, sad final goodbyes that I felt like, with all due respect from all the crazy shit that happened, it deserved a spot at the top of the list.
What's up with the video quality? Oh, there it goes. Oh, shit.
Here it is. One last time.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry.